Okay, I'm recording, and go ahead and tell everybody what happened in your case, and what,
Alright,
what
so
and what state
I
you're
was,
into,
pardon?
and what state you're into.
Yes, sir. So I was leaving Arizona and going to California, and I was in the passenger seat. I was not driving, and the car was going very fast. So we got pulled over. The cop asked the driver, basically, if there's anything in the car. The cop definitely smelled weed. So the driver said that there's nothing in the car, and then when he asked me, after my friend was in the car, in the cop car handcuffed, he handcuffed me, got me out of the car, and then, asked me, where the weed was at. And I had never been busted before. I never really, I never really thought I'd ever be in that situation. So being a dumbass, I told him where it was at. And then because of that, he found a little underneath the weed, a grinder and some cookies. So then he says, because I told him, that's why I didn't go to jail, but then I still got slapped with like a ticket for the weed. So I came back to the court, and when I came back to court, I prepared motions for dismiss. There were three basic motions. There was one for corpus delicti, and then another one for suppression, and then the other one was for a court-appointed reporter. So immediately, when walking in there, they had not expected me to have motion at all. Actually, when I went in, when I gave them copies of my motions, they actually had no idea what to do at first, and they had to ask the judge in the office the entire time what to do to get the job done. And also, on a funny note, before I had given the papers to the people that were working in the office, the judge actually tried to make me plead guilty or not guilty, but I knew that my rights, within my rights, that I didn't have to plead anything because I had motions. So the judge even told me straight to my face, like, you still have, even though you got motions, you still got to plead not guilty. You know what I mean? It's like you're saying you're not guilty of motions. And I said, no, I don't think that's how it works. I think I don't have to really say I'm guilty or not guilty at all, period, because I have motions for dismissal. I'm not even taking it that far. So then I come back. I also bring my, because I have a doctor's note to use medicinal marijuana. And so I brought that back to AZ, and I found the DA, upon advice from a couple of people. They told me to just find the DA and just hash it out with him. So that's what I did. And he, saw that I had he was ready to fight my motions and everything, but he didn't seem like he was really happy about doing it. And then so when I showed them my marijuana license, it was like almost as if it was like a sigh of relief. Like they were just like immediately, like the tables turned, and they're just like, we're going to dismiss your case within the interest of justice. So pretty much from like 1 second to the next, like everything was just let go, just like that.
Now, did they say that the California card for medicinal marijuana was also available in Arizona? What did he tell you about that?
Well, basically his rationale for that whole situation with the cards and stuff is that Arizona just, I guess, decriminalized or legalized there. I don't know exactly what the political climate is for that in Arizona, but basically they're right now in the works of doing their own medical marijuana situation in that state. So he said, though, what was interesting, which I'm still trying to I don't know if he's really telling the truth or not, but he said that in Quartzsite County, which is where I got busted, he said that that was not as conservative county, and that they were, starting with my case, going to start recognizing the marijuana licenses from California. So, and therefore that's why they decided to sing that old song, within the interest of justice, to let it go,
Right. So when they saw I'm sure when they saw the motion to suppress and read that, they looked at it and then they decided that you were going to be the first person that they were going to allow, and because of you, now anybody with the California marijuana medicinal card is gonna be okay, right?
Well, that's what that gentleman said, that particular DA, and if
Yeah.
you can find his name, I'll find his name for you as well. But he told me that he himself is going. He said, I'm going to, from this point on, handle every case like this because of the way Arizona changed. So I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not. I hope it's true, man, because people getting rolled for stuff like that over there, it's just not cool.
Now, were they saying in your case that you had more than what you really had?
Actually, they didn't even want to get into that because I think I had under an 8, so I think it would have sounded pretty silly to bring that up, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just. I mean, it's not. You know, you got to have a lot in Arizona, like, you know, to really make it federal. You know what I mean? They wanted to supposedly keep it misdemeanor, but they're still like saying that if I beat the case on, you know, if the dismissals win, like they're still gonna try to like pursue the case federally and take it to like a higher court and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like just straight up like showing all the guns, you know?
Yeah. Basically, they wanted to take it to a higher court, or you know, so they can pretty much harass you still. But you know, anyway.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad, man, that you won and everything worked out well, man. Do you have anything to say to the people out there that are watching this and hearing it?
I would say that, I mean, specifically in my particular situation, if you have motions for, you know, dismissal of the case, you should not plead, no matter what the judge tells you. Because, I mean, I couldn't believe the sheer audacity of trying to, like, make, you know, to waive my rights aside just so that they could move me along and process other people that were there, you know.
And were they trying to make, did they ever ask you to sign anything?
I don't,
you don't remember?
I'm kind of
you're using
but,
that
like, they pretty much
card too
stamped
much.
my papers for dismissal, and they said that if any new sort of, like, evidence came up in my case, then they would
refile it,
prosecute me or re-chase me.
Yeah, I bet they would. Alright, man, well, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate you making this video with me. That way everybody can see that, you know, there's people out there fighting for their rights and defending themselves. So.
Yeah, and I must say that if I didn't get help, that I wouldn't have even taken it that far. So if you don't know your rights, you got to find someone that can help, because, you know, you have a chance, especially for something, you know, like that. Like, they really want to just shoo you along. You know, they just want to process you before you even know what happened, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So
thanks again, man, and I'm going to stop the video, okay?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.